guess we'll start with this side. Actually, the order that I'll put them in is probably alphabetical once I go through them. But this one is an awesome movie. I love this movie. It's The Raid Redemption, which is the first Raid movie. But yeah, this one's fantastic. The the main actor, um, he's like very very talented in in his martial arts. I forget what style it is, but yeah, that whole series is like really good. A lot of amazing martial arts and a lot of fights, a lot of good fights. The Raid 2 I like a little bit better because it's more of a mafia story as well in there. Kind of like the uh, um, like starts out in prison, getting into like certain groups in prison. Then when he gets out, he joins like their family and continues going on, even though he's a police officer. Let's see. Do you have a favorite commentary track? I used to listen to the commentary for Anchorman almost every weekend. I actually don't listen to a lot of commentaries, actually. Um, Usually, when I'm watching stuff, it's digitally, and it's harder to get the commentary tracks. Um, but yeah, usually if I'm watching a Blu-ray, it's usually to show somebody else the movie, or it's one that I consistently watch. But a lot of the times I have those digitally as well from the code that's provided. So I tend to just turn it on through Amazon. So these are more of like just the collection, physical collection that I keep up. Um, the next one is John Wick 2. A huge John Wick fan, and I don't know if I like him better than the first John Wick. Like I think it's kind of like the surprise about how good it was gonna be, or how good it was. The first John Wick, that I prefer that one, but I mean they're all really really good movies. Commentary on this is Spinal Tap. Yeah, I bet that's awesome. Arrange them by color. That's actually a good idea. Like Roy G. Biv down the row. Welcome, Parker. I think 2 was the best. I really didn't care for 3. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've probably watched 3 the least amount. And, I don't know, there's something more like the first one. I mean, they're both really good, but the first one I just kind of like. I like revenge stories anyway, so I feel like it's more of that gritty revenge, and it took me by surprise when it first came out. So that's just why I kind of hold it higher than the second one. The next steel case is Mad Max, the original Mad Max, starring Mel Gibson, and I mean, it's most of these are gonna be like ones that everybody likes, and I feel like everybody that's seen Mad Max likes Mad Max, and don't really need to talk about most of these because you've probably seen them. But actually, my first introduction to Mad Max was Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which is kind of funny because that one's generally considered the worst. Um, but then I watched 2, and then I watched 1, or Mad Max, and I think I like 2 probably the best, but 1's really really solid as well. Um, it's just cool seeing like the backstory, because I had no idea what was going on in the third one, and like it was just really kind of odd with like all the kids and stuff. Like the Thunderdome section up to like him getting the gulag and being sent out into the desert. It was not bad, but then it kind of goes downhill once he meets the kids. Um, it was all right, but Mad Max One is uh, really good. And what's cool is like the original villain is the villain in Fury Fury Road. So that's pretty cool. Which I have that somewhere as well. I don't know if I have that steel case though. Doesn't look like it. I thought I did, but I think I just bought the one that had the noir version of Mad Max. These three I just bought fairly recently, and I don't. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the whole set, but it's the Ultraman collection. So Ultraman Q, Ultraman, and Return of Ultraman. And this is kind of what inspired like Power Rangers and like the King Kong type of movies. I mean, King Kong came first, but or Godzilla, but the co-creator of those is the creator of Ultraman, and I was first introduced to Ultraman in this season, Ultraman, which I guess is the second series, but I always thought it was really cool. And there was actually a video game that was released recently as a fighting game. I have the first one, but I haven't picked up the second one. But it has a complete DLC of Ultraman. But these are really fun to watch. It's cool. It's kind of got like they start out small and then they have the power to become a giant to attack the big monsters. So it's very Power Rangers is kind of what everybody knows. So Ultraman is like Power Rangers. But of course, Ultraman came first. So yeah, I'll have to try and find the third one because I have 1, 2, 4. Unfortunately, I don't have the third, and I do have more Ultraman stuff up here, like kind of newer ones, but we'll get up to those later. This is one of my favorite movies, and I just picked up the action figure of the main character, played by Roddy Piper, Roddy Piper, who's was a wrestler and then was an actor. But it's a John Carpenter movie, and basically aliens. Hey, Nagi Bear, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, we just yesterday we did a 3-hour stream going through my bottom shelf, and this is my next shelf up, which it includes all my steel cases and movies that I enjoy, or they're a mixed bag on this row, except for the steel cases. I buy steel cases either because I like the artwork, or I love the movie. But yeah, this one was limited to 10,000. I'm not sure where it came from. A lot of times, like Best Buy will have these cool art showcases on their steel cases. But yeah, aliens are kind of subverting Earth, and with special glasses, you can see what the world's really like underneath the marketing of everything. That's where like Obey comes from, like that whole brand. But when you see ads, what they really say is like sleep and buy, consume, obey. It's really good if you haven't seen this one. Consume, recreate, or procreate. Any Gamera movies? No, I don't believe I do. good friends and director that I've worked with a few times, Ron Bonk, he has all of those movies. So anytime I go up to Syracuse, I just go and watch some of his with him sometimes, or we do a film festival, or he does a film festival called Scaricon, and they usually play Gamera and Godzilla movies. Has anyone told you you look kind of like Edward Norton? No, I've never gotten that before. Usually, if when I have gotten compared to somebody, it's people that I don't think look like me. But the one is the guy from Parks and Rec and Krampus. I forget his name. I think he's a host of a TV show now as well, like one of those game shows. Parks and Rec. Yes, Adam Scott. Yep, that's him. Yeah, I get compared to him quite a bit. I don't really see it, but it's what I get a lot of times. Who knows? But Edward Norton, that's a new one. Totally look like Adam Scott. And Cell doesn't see it. Yes, I did know I look like Freddy from Night of Something Strange. Yeah. Actually, I got some pretty cool stuff from Night of Something Strange. I got my I still have my costume somewhere that I wore in the movie, complete with like ripped pants. But yeah, I used to have even like the shoes and stuff from that. I try to keep a lot of the wow, my phone's like freaking out. I try to keep a lot of my costumes. One that I wish I had still was my jacket from She Kills. But yeah, this is a kind of like a PVC.
You've been touched!
Version of oh, Nagi Bear. Speaking of She Kills, that's you've been touched. Kind of resembles Johnny Z. Yes. This is the main zombie of the movie. It's like a PVC collector's figure that they released from the movie. I think there's only like 100 of these things. But I have that. And like I said, the whole costume is somewhere, probably in storage by now. But and I have. Oh shit! Thank you, Cell, for the gifted sub to Nagi Bear. That puts us at 7 out of 15. Let me also rate the names here. Nagi Bear. Is it a capital B on Bear? Yep. And the sub, which is green. If I can find it, I will wear it. So I got you on the oh shit, Drew, thank you for the gifted sub to Cell. Thank you so much. Cell. There you are, Cell. Now we're at, oop, accidentally hit the button there. And let me go ahead and update the number on the side. Sorry, that's probably super loud. Properties. 8 out of 15. Thank you so much. You big old sweetheart. Everyone is gifting subs. I'll gift you a sub, big Hunter. You got my follow because you're not a bum like some of these other just chatting streamers. Well, thank you. I don't usually do just chatting. Actually, this is probably this is actually only my second just chatting. It's mainly just because I wanted to talk about movies, but thank you. Appreciate it. I'll take it as a compliment. I wish Kigane was here because I wanted to show him. He's into like weird horror movies, but I can show you guys. A few years back, I used to run, or co-run rather, a VHS distribution company, and we wanted to just basically make big box VHS for independent films, and this was one of our favorite independent films that we wanted to release, and this was our first release. It's called The Taint, and it was filmed out of Virginia, and it's basically the water's tainted and makes men kill women, and it's really weird, and the special effects are all practical, so it's, well, probably 99% practical, but it's got one of the craziest stories and scenes that you'll ever see in a movie. But it stars Drew Bolduc, who is also the director, and I actually ended up working with Drew. I auditioned for a couple of his movies and worked on it with him after we did this release. Thought he was really a cool guy, so I wanted to work with him. But this was our first release. We ended up doing probably one movie that everybody knows, and that's Kung Fury. We did that release for them. It's like right here. But yeah, did a big box version, and inside you open it, and there's like the Disney clamshells, the plastic cases that hold the VHS in there, and these were signed by David Sandberg, the director and star of the movie. And yeah, we typically did short runs of these movies. The biggest release was Kung Fury because it had such a following. I think we ended up doing like 150 of these, but only like 50 or so big boxes. But the reason we got this deal is because their Kickstarter, they had promised one of the perks was going to be VHS release, and they couldn't find anybody to do it. So I had messaged their team, got in touch with them, and we got selected to do the run. And so I have actually the Kung Fury jacket up there, along with the Drive jacket and some deodorant there. But yeah, we love that movie, so really wanted to get that release done, so we did. I think we ended up doing like a total of 4 or 5 releases. But yeah, like on the inside, this is She Kills, one movie that I did. But inside it's basically like this. Is that like Disney clam with the VHS tape inside with the actual movie, so you could put it in a VHS tape player. What kind of games do I like to play? I like to play a lot of variety. I usually play, like on streams, I'll play RPG, Souls Souls type games. Uh, I like to play Call of Duty and stuff, just because I feel like you can kind of not focus and just hang out and get some kills, play with some friends. Like I usually play with Cell there and some other normal chatters like Big Hunter. We also play like Fortnite and stuff. So just hop on and yeah, VCRs. Yeah, VHS players. Yeah, VCRs. Yep, that is correct. But yeah, like I even have my VCR somewhere around here. But yeah, I usually like to play. My collection's huge. I pick up a lot of stuff. Um, so maybe one day we'll go through like PS4 collection or something. But back to movies, I guess. I really want to skip these two because they're Star Wars, and I kind of want to just talk about all the Star Wars at the end, and not like the new ones or not the old ones, the original trilogy, which everybody loves, but these are like the new ones. So, as an actor, maybe you can answer this for me. Why is it that someone is in a movie but on a TV show? I think it's more about, I guess the way I would explain that, just coming off the top of my head, is that a movie was done, in the past, and like, it's not a concurrent thing. So it's like they were in that movie, but if the show is typically running, you would say they're on that TV show because it's present and concurrent and keeps going. I guess. I don't know. I've never thought about it before. That's awesome. I can tell you're really passionate about collecting. I respect the hell out of that. Yeah, I am. I'm a huge like physical collector, and a lot of it comes from the fact that um, I've been through two like complete loss of everything. When I was a kid, um, my roommate, who's my mother's best friend, is her two kids set fire to our house on accident with they were like really young children, and we were all really young, but they went under a bed and had one of those grow lighters and was playing with it and lit the bed on fire, and it ended up burning down the entire house, like all the stuff on the inside. And so I lost all my stuff then. And then um man, it's been a while now, but like Hurricane Isabel hit Virginia and completely wiped out my hometown, and we got like a good foot or two of water in our house, and it completely destroyed like all the stuff because the water went up like furniture and all that stuff. But luckily, I had put a lot of my video games and stuff up, in totes before the hurricane came, so I was able to save a lot of it. But both of those kind of back to back kind of feed into my like collecting, hoarding. Yeah, I mean, I am kind of like a hoarder in a way, but um, I try to hoard collectibles, if that makes any sense. Um, am I familiar with the Victorville Film Archive? I am not. No, what is that? And is it because of aliens? Oh, what do you mean? Like, do I think aliens are gonna come and take me away? And I can maybe bribe them with my collection? Speaking of aliens, I tried like super hard. And I was gonna talk about this yesterday if anybody was a fan of aliens, but I'll just go ahead and bring it up because it's like right here. But this is really cool. They're in like the classic Reebok like box, and like from that time period, and the official issue Wayland Utani bag. I've only opened this up like a couple times. You know why someone is in a movie, but someone. Oh. Sorry. But these are the alien stompers, which are like the shoes that they wear in space. They got like the Velcro wraps and everything. No laces. Everything's Velcro. But this was released for their 40th anniversary. This was really hard to find. Like, they were selling out like instantly. But stayed up all night like trying to get these suckers. The Tim Heidecker gag, a Goofy VHS movie archive thing. Well, I used to have quite a bit of VHS. My buddy David Royal, he was a huge VHS collector. His house, basically, our apartment, was covered wall to wall in VHS tapes. Some of the rarest stuff you'd ever find on a VHS tape he had. And then he got rid of them all. I was like, what? Oh my god. But yeah, tuck that into the corner. Next movie, and this was actually a foreign release version, but it's Dread 3D. This came with a specific website release this on Steelcase, and it's the only Steelcase I could find of Dread. But I really like this movie with Carl Urban. It's definitely better than the Sylvester Stallone Dread, but it kind of has like the Raid type feel as well. Oh, I missed some chat. Sorry. Oh, such a cool find. The shoes, thank you. Yeah. And then you guys are talking about Tim Head or Greg Head, which I am unaware of. My dude about to pull an alien out of that box. Wow, that's terrible, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I respect the passion, though, for real. Thank you.